With the Harper government, it's never the scandal itself, the actual controversy, the particular issue, that causes the damage or most of the damage. It's the sullen, haughty, can't-be-bothered tone when something does come up with which they attempt to defend themselves and defy their accusers. It was like that with the long-form census. The census racket was never going to bring down the government. But the government's own messy, confusing, sometimes arrogant, sometimes patronizing way of responding to its critics gave that dull issue much more power than it deserved. Likewise now with the Odessa files, or if you prefer, the Oda Affair. The questions at play here are whether the minister misled the House, whether if she did so deliberately, and did she misrepresent the document in question by adding a word after signatures had been affixed. It was not about, never was, whether the minister could overrule her officials. That's what ministers do. They overrule, rule over their bureaucracy. So when Mr. Harper stands and proceeds condescendingly to explain to the House that this is really what the whole controversy is about, the overruling, not even acknowledging, airily waving away the real charges of misleading the House or altering the document, he loses most serious people. They see him playing a game, and it's off-putting. His affected, low-key manner and dismissive schoolmaster tones don't really help matters either. But it's also this pattern the Conservatives have, and they take it from their Prime Minister, of refusing when legitimate questions are raised, of even acknowledging that those questions and issues should or must be discussed. And it also shows itself in yet another pattern. Anytime this government manages to float the polling balloon near the 38 or 39% mark, anytime they get close to establishing a real lead over their rivals, they find some magic way of destroying it. They're gifted in this regard. And the Oda mess is this month's perfect example. It's gone beyond Oda now and become one more in a chain of controversies that are giving an unpleasant edge to the Harper manner of governing. 5 years in government, and they still retain the brittleness and rash defensiveness of outsiders. Either they act brutally and dismiss a longtime player without due investigation, as in the case of Alina Georges, or they summarily grandstand, claiming nothing to see here, when, as in Oda's case, there plainly is much to see, either misleading the House or simple ministerial incompetence. The Harper bunch really don't handle fair criticism very well. For The National, I'm Rex Murphy.